Okay.
Okay, perfect. You
Got
may
it.
have to open.
Can we open the chat on our end? Hang on.
No.
More? No?
You won't be able to.
I have it beside mine. I
see it,
can
but
see it.
It's off the screen.
Oh, okay, because you're the host. Okay,
Yeah.
so if a question comes up, will you let us know?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, can you see me and Courtney?
Yep.
Okay,
great.
hot dog. Okay, hey guys, welcome to the Monday night Dream Team Zoom. Yay, thank you for being here. And Olivia, thank you for covering for us while we're gone. We thought the Wi-Fi would be super simple, but it's clearly not at this particular place. Shannon says, hey, you all. Hey, girl. So really tonight I want to talk about what it means to go on a lifestyle getaway, what it could mean to you to go on a lifestyle getaway. And really I want Courtney to talk a lot because so Courtney has earned 2. And the last time Courtney earned a trip, by the time she qualified and registered, it was booked. So she on her own dime had to go to Mexico and still had an amazing time. But this is the first time she really got to see like what Lavelle was about, what it was like to be around Paul and Jason, what it was like to be around a ton of other thrivers, like to see the lifestyle. We were asking our husbands in the pool, or specifically hers before this, like, what did it mean to you? I need the details.
I won't miss anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is for you.
Yes. Like what it meant to her or even to him, to Mike. What did it mean like going to like Mexico on a vacation versus going to Mexico on Lavelle's dime and seeing how they treat you and being around so many other people who love to thrive and what that meant to them. So I'm really going to let Courtney kind of take over and pick up from there, like what she and Mike were just talking about in the pool.
Yeah. So like Tammy said, the first time that we came here, we did qualify for Cabo, but we didn't get to go to the resorts from Lavelle. So we were planning a vacation anyways, and we were like, well, let's just go to Cabo. All of our other drivers are going to be there. Maybe we can meet up and see them while we're there. But if not, then we'll experience a place that we've never gone to before. Prior to Lavelle, traveling to a place outside of the country was never even a thought. Having a passport was never even a thought for us. It was a vacation for us to go to Gatlinburg or for us to go to Florida. So when we thought vacations, that's what we thought of. But this time we got to experience the Lavelle side of this getaway. And you guys, I can't even, to try to come up with words, it's hard because of course being with all of our people and getting to hug everybody and just saying hi and everybody being so friendly. Like we see everybody on social media, we see them on the Zooms, we see them on the super trainings and all of this stuff, and they're pouring into us. But to see the other side of these people and to know that they're just like us was truly amazing. And yes, I have seen Paul and Jason speak at Thrive Palooza, but like we were all the way in the very back, and it wasn't like an up close and personal experience, but this time it was. And I don't know if it's because the getaway was so much smaller because of the travel restrictions. We were able to be towards the front, and like you could just feel their energy and you could just feel like their passion for this company and the passion for their promoters. You guys, like they are in the trenches every single day. So I really hope that you guys don't think that Paul and Jason are just sitting around collecting a paycheck and we're just doing the work. Because they are not. Like they are all in this with us. They want us to be successful. Hello, they can't be successful without us, but we can't be successful without our teams. And I know there were so many people who didn't make this trip, whether you qualified and couldn't come or whether you were so close to qualifying. And I know you're sitting at home saying, I'm going on that next one. I'm not missing that next getaway. That's kind of how I felt when we were in Cabo the first time. Yeah, I qualified. I made it, but I didn't get to be with everybody. Mm-hmm. And this was so crucial, I feel like, for our team. We had 8 people here, 16 total with their spouses. And I feel like it was a huge eye opener, not only for the people on our team, but for their spouses as well. And like, the husbands have thoroughly enjoyed themselves, and we did make a funny video saying that,
Our wives are awesome.
our wives are awesome. That's, the only reason why they came. But I feel like it proves to them, it's true. Oh, yeah. That it proves to them, like, those nights when my wife is committed to these Zooms, those nights when we don't eat dinner until later, those nights that my wife is doing those lives and she's talking to her team, that it was all worth it, because they just took their husbands on an all-inclusive getaway, and they got to come together and spend time with one another that they wouldn't get to spend time at home. And it is just a really eye-opening, like, experience. I mean, we are treated so well. And yes, like, we think of it when we're at home, like, oh, our commissions and all these promos that they give us, like, they treat us so good. You don't understand how good they actually treat you until you come here. We were waited on hand and foot. If we wanted something, all we had to do was pick up the phone and ask, and they brought it to our room. If we wanted dinner, somebody came around to us and made our reservations for us. We didn't have to ask for anything. Oh, do you need a towel? Oh, your cup is empty. Do you want me to refill it? Like, we were literally treated like royalty this entire time. Yes, Sam said the room service was the best. Yes, if you wanted breakfast, you just picked up the phone. Hey, I'd like to have breakfast in my room this morning. Like, it felt so good to know that we attached our name to this company and this is how they reward us.
So we were talking to Mike in the pool. So Courtney's husband, Mike, they came to Cabo 2 years ago. And again, like she said, she had earned it, but she didn't get to register in time. So I said, what was different this time? The waiters really walked
Through the pool.
Yeah, they brought you everything you
yes.
possibly need.
Yeah.
So I said to Mike, like, what was different this time versus last time? Obviously, the last time they were at a different resort, and then some of us joined them afterwards. So this time he was in the actual resort. But he said just said it felt real. Like, for the first time, it really felt real. So he was around other thrivers. He got to see Paul and Jason. He got to see the stage, new product being launched. I think I take for granted after all these years what that feels like to see that on the stage and know. I think one of the biggest fears that people have are that Lavelle will go away, right? I think we all are like, oh, what if it goes away? Like, our husbands, or even my mom and dad, what if it goes away? Well, what if? I worked for a company out of college, a great company, a local company. They've been around for 50 plus years. And my second year there, they walked several people to the front door with cardboard boxes and pink slips. What if it goes away? While it's here is what matters, and it's here now. And I will tell you, Lavelle is a debt-free company, which is huge point, bonus, whatever you want to call it, for a company to be debt-free, for you to be a part of that. So even if it were to go away in, say, 6 years, what could you do in 6 years with the income that it could provide? What could you do in 6 years with an $800 auto bonus every month, with, let's say, $4,000 in commissions every month? What could you do with that, even if it were to disappear in 6 years? Yeah, so why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you take advantage of the trips, the bonuses, the rank advantage? There's so many things right now that you could totally take advantage of that would completely change your life, completely.
Yeah, and I'll say too, I mean, you guys have watched my journey, most of you. I know we have a lot of new people on here, but you guys, Mike and I started with nothing, okay? I am no different than you. I have the same product that you have, and I just don't shut up about it, and I share it with people. And those weekly commission paychecks set us up so well. Even if they were $50, $75, that was the gateway to start plugging away at things. It was gas in my car. It was groceries for the week until a next paycheck came through. And then when Mike got another job and we had another income coming in, those weekly rewards were being set aside to start a savings account, to start planning a vacation to come to Cabo. Even though I earned it with the company, I could still pay for it to go on my own dime. Okay, it was plugging away at debt, paying off credit cards. This company is setting you up to live a debt-free life and to be financially free. So if you're not using your weekly rewards to set yourself up for later in life, and if you're blowing it, then you're not doing this business for the right reasons. You need to be setting you and your family up to be in the best situation possible. I know what it feels like to be at rock bottom, guys. I have hit there and bounced back and gone back down and come back up again. But you have to remember where you came from, remember why you started, share your story, share other people's stories, and get thrive into people's bodies.
Share the product.
Yes, share the product, share the product, share the product. You're probably going to see that happen a lot. If you were on the power plant Zoom last night, we talked a lot about that before Tammy and I got hit with sprinklers, and you guys didn't see that part. So if you thought we were crazy last night,
We really did get wet.
really were. We got hit with sprinklers, and when it was the spring froze.
Right now.
Yeah, but I just can't reiterate enough to you guys that if you're not taking this business seriously, then now is the time to reflect on why you're here.
Right.
Yes, the vacations are nice.
But
For
the
us,
commission.
you hear people say residual income, residual income. And for those of you that are up for my future. Okay, if something happens to me, is my family taken care of?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really encourage you to get in the zone and focus on why you are in this business. Yes, Puerto Vallarta is coming up in June. The qualifications are already out. I don't know about you guys, but I was kind of surprised that it started.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that it started already. I didn't think it would start till March.
No, I wasn't.
But notice how they rolled those upgrade packs.
Yeah, easier than Cabo. Exactly. Easier than Cabo. Yes.
How they rolled over those upgrade, the double triple
win.
promo
February
into
1st,
February
2nd. Yes.
for a reason, because you have to have upgrade packs for
Yep.
your qualifications.
Yep.
You guys, this is obtainable. Anybody can do this. If you put your mind to it, you focus, clear out any distractions, put it on your vision board. Which team members are coming?
Yes.
Olivia was kind enough to make a graphic last night, a picture to put everybody's
Faces.
pictures in here who all was coming. I loved that. If your face is not on it,
Tell
then
her.
tell
Tell
her.
her she'll add you.
it. Yes. Do you want to be there? Do you not? Do you want to be there or do you not? Do you want to experience what it feels like to have this type of lifestyle? Or are you going to sit at home on the couch and mope and
I haven't seen. Samantha, go into
Oh,
Dream
yeah.
Team. I don't know if we're going to record. Oh, okay. So
Oh,
Sandra, I just played your voice clip for Courtney on our way up here because I was like, we got to do the mindset. And like, here's the mindset. So Sandra sent me a voice clip and she was like, you know what? I'm not going to go to Kroger anymore. I'm not going to go to Aldi. I'm not going to go to Walmart because they can come to me and I can be working with people instead of shopping. And that is the mindset, you guys. I know that some of you or some of maybe your family look at this as a cute little side gig or something, something fun that, so-and-so does on the side. I have told you this before. I will tell you again. Of all the businesses we have, I'm looking you dead in the eye. This one takes the least amount of time and makes the most money. So set aside everything and anything you can, get it out of your way and focus on your Lavelle income. Focus on the best thing you can do for your relationship. Yes.
100%.
So let's talk about that real quick. So we had several husbands who were on the trips for the first time. I take for granted that I just forget Tom has been on several, so he takes it in stride. So it's fun to see the other husbands for the first time. We have we have thrivers whose husbands, I should say, don't thrive, believe it or not, and they were on the trip. Olivia's like, so we have thrivers' husbands who actually got to go. She's waving, the baby's waving, who got to go to Mexico, and they don't even thrive. They got to be in a room full of thrivers. They got to be in a dance floor full of thrivers. They got to be in the pool full of thrivers. And I felt bad because one particular husband, every time he turned around, so I was like, oh, wait, you don't thrive? Wait, you don't thrive? And at first I thought people were picking on it, but they weren't. They just legitimately did not know that, like, what do you mean you don't thrive? Why don't you thrive? And then we have people like Mike Summers and Russell who are like, holy crap, my wife is amazing. She does this job on the side and she took me to Mexico and it's flipping awesome. So I feel like if you are struggling with someone who's maybe not as supportive in your family, like your husband, your best friend, your mom, whoever it is you're living with, being on a trip is life changing.
Yeah.
For everything. Like as far as the business goes, as far as the mindset goes, as far as the lifestyle goes, being in the room, the hotel, the pool, the whatever, with everyone who's thriving, it's above and beyond. Like you can't even question it.
Like I said, it was really kind of hard to put into words. And now Tammy and I were making a joke last night. We checked into our new resort and
I'm missing my pool outside my door. Okay.
we kind of felt selfish because we got to this resort and yes, the view is amazing and everything, but like the rooms are just not the same.
We've been spoiled.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were so spoiled. We were like, okay, can we go back to those beds that were at the Hard Rock? Like, I mean, our bed legit doesn't have a blanket on it. It's only a sheet. I was confused about why that was a thing.
True
But,
story.
yeah, but you don't realize that there are just so many other possibilities, and you can live that life where your life is the Hard Rock instead of where you are right now. And for those of you that do work a full-time job on the side, whether it's a mom full-time job staying at home or an actual job, something that I've always kept in my mind and something that's actually on my my vision board is the 9 to 5 pays the bills, but the side hustle builds the empire. So what are you doing with your side hustle?
I love that.
Is it building your empire? Because that's the goal here, is the 9 to 5 pay the bills, but I mean, the empire over here is doing a whole other thing. And there's nothing wrong with having,
Repeat that. She said
oh,
same
repeat
sentence.
that.
The
The
9
9 to 5 pays the bills,
Uh-huh.
but the empire, the side hustle builds the
the
empire.
Write that down.
Yeah,
People, write that down.
write it down. Because that's my goal, is I'm using my 9 to 5 job to pay our bills that we have to pay. But we've been fortunate enough so far in the 2 months that we've owned our vehicle with our auto bonus and our commission checks, we haven't had to pay our truck payment out of our own personal checking account. And that is huge for us. So technically Lavelle is covering our entire truck payment. So seriously, you guys, if you are not fired up about being a Lavelle promoter, I don't know what else we can say, what else we can do, what else we can show you to prove to you that you're in the right place at the right time, and this business is legit.
I might mess this up, but Jason said that our January of 2020 was bigger than 2019 and 2018.
Mhm.
And that was right before a pandemic. So consider that. How many businesses can look back and be like, right before a pandemic, we were crushing it. And we crushed it all the way through 2020.
Hell, I hit 12K in the middle of the pandemic for the very first time.
Yeah. Yes. Not that I want to say we can, I don't know, milk off the pandemic, but you're in the right place at the right time. And I've said that several times, you're in the right business at the right time. It's not a coincidence that we have a product coming out called Biotic. And it's also coming out about 3 weeks after mainstream media started saying, hey, did you know that your gut health can help you with things like the pandemic? They know what they're doing. They know what they have. They know what we can offer people. They know what we can help people with. And that, my friends, is what will take you above and beyond.
Yes, and just heads up, you
Yes,
guys.
thank you.
There is a State of Lavelle call tomorrow night. It is 7 p.m. Central, so that will be 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
my time zones are
One
a
hour.
disaster
Yeah.
right now.
It's 1 hour off.
Yeah, it says they're going to be talking about biotic product training, Thrive Against Cancer DFT, and the formula, the next getaway, in a brand new auto ship incentive program.
Which I just saw myself for the first time.
Yes. So make sure you tune into that call. Or it says listen in by joining the call via Zoom. There will be a link, and the passcode is in your email there if you want to join in by Zoom. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be exciting. I can't wait to hear about all the
Also,
going on.
and I will share this in our customer group because that's customer information. If you have someone that's talked to you about Thrive or has mentioned promoting, that's something that you want to put them in the Zoom on or on the call on, because that is something where they're going to get a taste, just a snippet, but a taste of the corporate lifestyle, the attitude of the company, and they're going to hear about brand new products. You guys, Thrive Against Cancer. So obviously, if you've ever heard of Blair Critch, she is a promoter on LaBelle. She has been around almost since day one, just shy, but almost since day one, and she is fighting breast cancer. And we were all at the party and they were talking about Thrive Against Cancer. And I was like, oh, I wonder if she's here. I wonder if she's here. Probably not. She's been ill. She's going through chemo. And then Jason looked out in the crowd and he was like, hey, Blair, she was there. She put her butt on a plane and she made it to Mexico to be a part of that. And Jason's mother passed of cancer and someone else
I
really,
don't know if she passed, but I think she's gotten it for the second
Oh,
time.
you're right. Okay.
Battling cancer for the second time.
Okay. But someone else passed, I thought you said.
Yeah, I think someone did. but I
Anyway,
don't-
we've all been affected by cancer, right? Like, I don't know any of you that haven't been touched by it in some sort of way. So his point was, instead of just breast cancer every October, something like Thrive, like LaBelle, that's something that should be out there all the time, fighting something, like contributing to something like that. And that's what Thrive Against Cancer is. The thing that got me excited about Thrive Against Cancer was he said himself, the first time he put it on, he had to take it off. It was that strong.
Yeah.
He said, if you've been thriving and you remember way back when you first started, how maybe the first couple of days it might have been too much. He said, you'll feel like that again. And I don't know about you, but I can't wait to feel like that again.
Yeah.
Bring on the day one excitement again. So Thrive Against Cancer is coming out. At one point he said, like, instead of saying 72 hours, we should throw it out. So I thought they
Yeah.
were going to like throw it out completely, but they just threw out samples.
Yeah.
But Biotic is coming out. It powered me through all. So Sandra had a sample of the Thrive
Oh,
Against
yeah.
Cancer. Okay. Well, that's exciting. So you liked it then. You definitely like to wear the Thrive Against Cancer THA, which all of you could know. TAA.
THC.
Okay, yeah, because I thought the day was THC. I was so
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
you all know that. My bad. And then Biotic, I know a lot of people have asked questions about Biotic versus Balance, and I will throw this in really quickly. He will go over it tomorrow. When you look at the ingredients of Balance, it is a fiber product. Fiber will actually push the bulk through your body. So what goes in must come out, right? Okay. Biotic actually goes in and it has healthy bacteria. So we have tiny little holes in our stomach, and the bigger the hole gets or the longer we've had the hole, things can seep in or through our stomach into our blood system. Biotic, and again, this is a total medical claim, so don't share this with anyone, but Biotic will actually go in and help heal the gut. That's what biotics do. That's what prebiotics and probiotics do. They heal the gut. So Balance and Biotic are completely different products, but they will totally work together.
Yeah.
So if you felt like Balance was like helping you push it out before, it's legit going to help you push it out now.
Yeah. Jason said to be prepared to see some major weight loss transformations.
What did he say? 10 pounds?
Yeah, he said he was gonna fact check himself, but he said the average 90% of Americans die with 10 pounds of,
Undigested food.
yeah. And so that's just in there. And Biotic is designed to get it out.
Get that out.
So
Loosen it up, heal the gut, not let you hang on to it, and then Balance the fiber can help push it out.
Yeah.
So we have lots.
so
we
we're
have so much
already
stuff
really
coming.
skinny before the Biotic.
Oh, hey. How much time do we have? I can't see my clock.
The timer's not on yet, so we still have at least 15
Okay, great.
minutes.
Can you pull up on your phone there?
Yeah.
It was like 2 new customers.
All the qualifications.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I know sometimes when you hear like trips are coming out, you're like, oh, I can't do it. Yeah, you can. I don't know how else to say that. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be aggressive, but yes, you totally can. Correct. You have to start at 12K, but why wouldn't you want to be at 12K to begin with? 12. Sandra, how was the DFW? Oh, Lisa wants to know how she said that it got her through traveling all day yesterday, which traveling from Mexico all the way back, that's a long time. Okay,
Which we should be shooting for 12K anyway with a rank advancement bonus. So they don't do these things on purpose, you guys. Or
They
they
do
do
them
do
on
them on
purpose,
purpose to set you up. Rank
for the
advancement,
next.
qualify for a trip.
Yeah, Sandra, go ahead and unmute. Go ahead. I saw you. Go ahead.
So you know how they tell you get off of Thrive for about 3 days to kind of reset yourself sometimes, and I'm always like, I ain't doing it. Y'all, it was almost like it was back at the very first week of Thrive when you got that just, and I mean, we were literally on planes, trains, and automobiles for 13 hours yesterday. And I was still going strong last night because Ainsley had to take Reese down here to Liberty. They came in my house at 1 a.m. I was still wide awake, fed that baby a bottle, boom, 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 boom. Went to bed at 2 o'clock. I had to force myself to go to bed.
Because so energy or just felt so good.
Both.
Oh.
I didn't even hardly take a cat nap on the plane because I felt great. Usually, you're dragging after a trip, you're exhausted. No, I wasn't dragging.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
it wasn't like adrenaline rush, like whenever you're headed to the trip, it wasn't like
Feels
that.
like
It was
real energy, like actual energy.
it was actual energy without feeling like a hamster on the wheel.
Edie says I slept all the way to Michigan. I get it. Okay, so it says we're running out of time. All right, so real quick, let's go over Puerto Vallarta. Okay, so 12K, 2 out of the 3 months. So you don't even have to do it all 3 months. Please do it all 3 months. 2 new auto ship customers, which hello, Miss over here showed me her tracker. She already has her 2 customers. $800 and first time upgrade package orders. So for those of you that are new, that means promoter packs. So there's a 200, a 400, and 800. You could sell 1 800 or 4 200s or 2 400s. Did I do all that math? Yeah. So you can get to that any different way, but that's all you have to do to get there. And then we have team auto ship orders. So your team, that is just the people under you as far as like promoters. Candace says, I got 2 new auto ship.
Oh,
it went away. Okay, okay.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Candace. And then team auto ship orders, that's going to be like your customer. So there's the team promoter auto ships orders and then team customer orders. And again, that is the one that's going to accumulate. So you're going to get February, March, and April to get that number where it belongs. So some people are like, well, what do I do about that? That's out of my hands. It's not really. You could do some sort of team incentive. You could say, for all my promoters that have an auto ship, I will put you in a drawing for XYZ. For all my promoters who have an auto ship in the month of February, I will do free shipping. Whatever it is you have to offer, you can, I don't want to say control that, but you can incentivize that. So don't ever look at a team or trip incentive and think that you can't do it, because you totally can do it. Does anybody have any questions? Anything that you want us to talk about? Anything that might have happened at the trip? I want to brag slightly that I had 3 people on the team, specifically on the Dream Catchers team, Samantha, Lacey, and Courtney. They all got interviewed, which is a huge nerve-wracking situation, but an honor at the same time. Wait, oh, it went away. Edie, you said something that went away already. Candace did something, but it passed out or passed away. So Courtney, Lacey, and Sam all got to be interviewed, which means keep your eye on the YouTube channel. They are going to be featured in an interview, which is flipping awesome. Like, that's just a keepsake for life. And it's also a great way when people see that you've been interviewed by your company and they're posting it on YouTube, they're going to really start to pay attention. I will tell you from my personal experience, and I know a lot of people can relate to this. I thrived and people thought it was weird. I promoted and people thought it was crazy. I hit that dang auto bonus and I put a picture up of my new car. Oh, people needed to know what I was doing. Mm-hmm. She's applying for her passport. Oh, good. Okay, good. Yes, everyone apply for your passport. You cannot get to Mexico without the book passport. Make sure you're applying for the book, not the car, or not the card, the book.
Yeah, and you don't want to be waiting around to the last minute because
it's expensive.
Situation,
do it now.
Yeah, you'll have to pay extra. Sandra and a few other people had to go through this, and they weren't even sure if they were going to get to come on the trip because they were waiting on their passport. So that is one. I will tell you, that is the first thing I put on my vision board when it was time to come to Cabo was a passport, and I got my passport before I ever knew we were qualified. Yeah. So It's something that lasts for 10 years. So you never know where you're gonna travel in the next 10 years, but do it now.
Correct. And any of you that are like, I don't know if I can do it. Well, guess what? What if your best friend who's a promoter for Thrive, what if they earn the trip? What if they turn around and say, hey, do you want to go with me? And you don't have a passport. I would get a passport ASAP.
Yeah,
Don't let the passport be the reason you can't come to Puerto Vallarta.
exactly.
And hint, I've already been looking at excursions for Puerto Vallarta to take the team on. So if you felt like you had fun in Cabo, Tammy's already been shopping. I am using my Christmas money.
to get
Yes, Lisa,
Oh,
good,
Lisa, we're gonna do it
Good.
up.
good. Okay, so we don't want to keep you, like, I never like to keep you longer than we need to, but does anyone have any questions? Throw them in here real quick if you have them. Any questions about qualifications,
Traveling
new
out of the
product?
country.
Yeah. I will say Lavelle, the resorts for sure, but Lavelle also was very involved in making sure that everyone was tested, everyone could get on their plane and get home. I have never had a fear that they would like, oh, leave me here.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone else that came had that fear. Jason made the joke, and I don't know if it's true or if it truly is a joke, but we had the record for testing the largest amount of people in one day
Yeah.
for the C word. So I don't know if that's real or not, but we did. And as Sandra's at home, all is well. She made it, so it's
Yeah.
all good. Lacey's at home, Courtney's at home, or Courtney's right here.
Petey, TJ.
Yeah, they're all home.
JJ, yeah.
Samantha, everyone's home. So I hope I didn't just jinx ourselves. I'm kidding. We're coming home on Friday night. Don't worry. Okay, so no one's asking questions. Okay.
Okay, well,
All right. So
don't forget to check on your auto ships that are coming up on the 10th.
10th
And
and 15th
the
even.
15th even, yes. Valentine's Day is coming. Work on some sort of promo for that, couples packs.
Somebody just asked a question. I went away too quick.
Stay at Lavelle call tomorrow night.
No.
You know, just all the things, working your business as usual. You guys know we don't have to tell you because you guys are all rock stars.
Show the product.
Yep, share the product, share this lifestyle. Those of you that were here, paint this picture of possibility of, you know, what this business can provide for you. And just go get new thrivers, get samples out, everything. Do all of the things.
All the things.
All of it.
Hey, Courtney.
Remember that you're, Edie's talking. Oh,
Hey, Courtney. I wanted to see since Candace is on here. Oh, did she go away?
ask anyway.
Fine.
She'll make sure we're just gonna see the recording.
I wanted you to share why you started this business. It wasn't for the vitamins, it was for the business. That's why she started. So I wanted you just, if you could briefly just say how that's helped you guys.
Yeah, I don't know how much time we have left, so
It's
I
okay.
will
No
try.
worries.
I
3
will-
minutes.
Oh,
Three?
great.
Oh, shoot. Okay. No, so, I started the business because, one, my husband had lost his job and we were a one income family. I got paid every 2 weeks and we did not, let's just say that we were not financially smart prior to entering this business. We had no savings account. It was paycheck to paycheck. And I had 2 car payments in my house with one income. And I think maybe that one check probably wouldn't have covered even both of those payments, if not one, because we had horrible credit, and the interest rates were terrible. But Samantha mentioned something to me about this auto bonus, how somebody was paying her car payment. And I was like, stop right there. I'm sorry. You said someone was paying your car payment. Excuse me. And I didn't care what it took for me to get there or how I needed to do it. I just knew that I needed my car payments covered. That was all I cared about. I didn't care how the product worked. I didn't know how to promote anything. I just knew that that's what I needed. We needed that in our home. But you guys, it turned into so much more because I've been here for 5 years this past January and I didn't hit that auto bonus until May of 2020. So you could say that a whole lot of other things happened in between there, but I felt that was, God humbling me and getting me through other things before I could accept, earning an auto bonus. We outgrew friendships, we outgrew relationships, Mike even outgrew a job. We stopped letting things that didn't serve us, hold us back. And we realized that we were worth more, that our life could be different. And we just stopped caring what people thought, you guys. We knew this product freaking rocked our world. We felt amazing every single day. And if you didn't like it, then peace out. I mean, you can support us or you cannot support us. We have plenty of other people, hence people besides me, people on this other side of the screen. You guys, I can't even say, it's literally life-changing. Like the people that I have in my circle now, I never knew a day in my life until I entered. Yes.
Yeah, when you change your circle,
I
you
say
change everything.
yes, and when my circle changed, my life changed, because the people that were in my circle, they didn't support me. All they cared about was partying every weekend and drinking every weekend. And I was right there with them. Okay, I wanted to sit around and complain and bitch about my life not going anywhere, but I wasn't doing anything about it. Then I realized when I got around people who actually cared about me and they wanted better for me, that's when I knew, okay, we have an opportunity at a better life. We don't have to stay in the situation. We don't have to stay stuck. And we just went, okay? The people that are with you on your team right now, some of them may not even be here in 3 months come Puerto Vallarta, okay? But